Good afternoon, Bruce here with California Gold Connection. We're going to do a quick market update. It's been a while since I've done a video for you guys, but we have some pressing news with gold and palladium, and we're kind of in a sweet spot. You know, this isn't financial advice. I'm just showing you what I'm seeing, but boy, this is an excellent time to be looking at moving some dental gold if you see the same things I'm seeing. So here we're on the gold chart. And what you can see, we've been marching up. You know, gold has been just doing well, really well. We've been just marching up and up and up. We have now created a triple top right here, which I don't like because that's a bearish reversal pattern. You see we didn't break through, it reversed here, but it's still holding in this ascending triangle. So what I'm hoping to see is that if we can have this move back up and retest, if we can get a breakout, this will likely extend out a bit and this bar will move over. But if we can get a breakout and this continues to march upwards, we have a measured move out of that pattern at $3,865. The first thing we're going to hit is a psychological level of $3,500. That we spiked there. That's the all-time high, but that was an intraday all-time high, and we closed back down here in that $3,420 range. But you can see we've been just bouncing off of this level. So are we going to retest again and move up, or are we going to get a reversal? If this breaks down out of here, we're going to retest this level that I have marked here, this $3,171 level. And we'll just have to see what it does from there. But I'm hoping to see that this turns around, comes up, gives us one more test and see if we can break through. Like I said, this will probably pull down a ways, and this is probably going to look more something like that, if I had to guess, if we get the breakout above. If not, then this thing will, we could dump out of here, and we'll end up retesting this level. But that's gold. What's nice about it, in any event, is we're at all-time highs. And this is a level where, well, maybe I should wait for it to break out. Maybe I should wait. Well, you can wait and wait and wait and hope and hope and hope, and we'll look at that in palladium, and we'll see how that worked for us then. Especially with your dental gold, this isn't a one-time deal. You guys get this replenished every 6 months to a year. Take advantage of these current moves when you can, because now you have it. Tomorrow you may not. Gold's been at all-time highs. We're doing great for gold, but palladium has really been dragging us down. But let's take a look at palladium, and I'll show you what's going on with palladium. So here we're zoomed in. Palladium's been rocking as of late. We've been in, this is these yellow lines for you guys that are new to my videos. These are levels of support and resistance I put in there that I'm watching over time. Okay, we've been in this channel between $1,250 and $860 for 3 years, and we've been bouncing in and out of this. Well, we are finally seeing palladium making a great move, and we're up here at $1,230 today. So that is a great time for us to be moving our metals potentially, right? When you have gold and palladium simultaneously going up at all-time, gold's at all-time highs, palladium's at 3-year highs. I mean, come on, you know, you don't get much better opportunity than that for what we know currently. Why am I showing you palladium, and why does this matter so much? Because here's what's going on with palladium that concerns me somewhat. But we also have some, so we have technical analysis, which is what I'm showing you, but you have fundamentals, and that's what's going on in the world. And that may dictate a different move than what this shows us. Here we have, if you look at this, last time we hit this level, it was in December of 2023. We hit it, bounced off this level again that we're at in October of 24, and here we are early at July of 25, and we are retesting this level once again, this $1,250 level basically. This big giant W pattern here, or this triple top, is a bearish reversal pattern. 75% of the time this is a sign for a bearish reversal, and this would turn back down, and that typically goes for 15 to 25% move down on average. So is that what's going to happen here? I don't know. I'm love to see this push up. What can give us a reason then that would move up? That would be Russia and Putin and sanctions. The reason why palladium spiked where it did and back here is this was when Putin started the war with Ukraine. And here, so we had, and why am I talking about Ukraine or Russia and palladium? Russia holds 60% of the world's market of palladium, so they're a big player on the palladium market. And now with the EV mandates gone, the higher the demand is for gas and diesel powered automobiles, they require catalytic converters, and they need palladium for that. So this is why we saw palladium spike so high back there. And then subsequently, after sanctions were lifted and whatnot in this last administration, we watched palladium just absolutely tank, right? Well, Trump just gave Russia 50 days, told Putin, you got 50 days to play ball. Come to the table, renegotiate, basically stopping the war between Ukraine and Russia. And if Putin doesn't play ball, normally there would be sanctions on Russia. Well, Russia can circumvent a lot of the sanctions. It still affects them, and palladium still would spike probably, but they can circumvent these sanctions through different black market, gray market methods with China and North Korea and Iran. They can all play ball with each other and circumvent a lot of the sanctions. Well, Trump is smarter than that. He says, I'm not going to sanction Russia. I'm going to put on secondary sanctions. What does that mean? That means he's going to sanction the companies or countries that do business with Russia. So if China is doing business with Russia, or Iran, or whoever is doing business with Russia, they're going to sanction those countries, hamstringing those countries, and they're not going to allow that to happen. So they're going to either force Putin to the table or just not do business with him anymore. Either way, Putin's going to be hurt. He's either going to have to come to the table and negotiate, or he's going to suffer severely economically, in theory, if all this plays out like that. Either way, that's good news for palladium. So palladium should be pushed up as there's uncertainty and if there's a disruption in palladium supply to the auto market. So while we have this triple top and while we're flirting with this bearish reversal, we may see palladium just floundering around this level here for a while. I'm wondering, kind of waiting on this 50-day deal. And or earlier if something happens earlier. And I think if Putin doesn't play ball, we're going to see a push higher, a lot higher. If he does, we may still be floundering, it still be marching up a little bit with uncertainty, or we're going to go for a ride and retest and start going back down and retest. What I'm going to be looking for an early indication is these are daily candles. You can see how fast palladium crashed off this level the last 2 times in the last 3 years. When it started going down, it dumped in days. I mean, what is that, 2 weeks? And it just crashed down, and you got 3 or 4 weeks where it bottomed out. I mean, that is quick style. Same thing again. Boom, it just dumped. And I do not want to see that happen here. So we're just going to have to see how this plays out. But again, like I was sharing, if you're looking to move some metals, in theory, in the last 3 years, you don't have a better time than today. We are at 3-year highs with palladium and all-time highs with gold. I mean, for what we know today, this is an amazing time. Let's take a look at silver real quick. Silver has been doing great. In the dental, we play with palladium and gold primarily. The silver in your alloys is nominal. It's not enough to even think about. But the silver market, if you're looking at silver and investing in silver, we are finally out of years-long lows with silver, and we finally pushed back up to right now we're at $3,800 or $38 an ounce, and so we've marched on up this. We've been in this big pink triangle for a year, or ascending channel for a year, and since May of 2024, and we tried to break out here. We failed, and it came back down, and we finally have broken out of it. The measured move out of this ascending wedge would be up here at $41 an ounce ish. We are making our move up there. We've had this triangle pattern here that we broke out of, and then we hit that measured move out of there, right? Perfect. And so right now we look like we're reconsolidating. We might be creating another bull flag or another descending triangle. We'll just have to see what we accumulate, see what we do there, and see if we can't continue to march up and reach our measured move out of this at that $41 an ounce. Lastly, what I'm going to show you is something I don't normally do on this channel, and it is going to show you Bitcoin. I know I don't talk about crypto at all on these channels, but I'm heavily invested in crypto, and there's a good reason for it. There's a lot of people that in 2009, when it was $1 a coin, thought you were crazy for even thinking about it. In 2012, it was $350 a coin, and everybody's going, sell everything, man. It's crazy to hold on to it. It's at $350 a coin. You need to get out of it. Well, today, it's at $118,000 a coin. And where are we at? We're kind of going into the last leg of this bull cycle. Every 4 years we have a bull cycle, and there's reasons for that, and I'm not going to get into the technicals of crypto right now. But I just wanted to show you what's happening with Bitcoin right now in the end of this bull run. And I say the end of this bull run. There's normal cycles, but you never know what's going to happen. But anyway, what I'm showing you is we have a massive inverse head and shoulders forming here. And what that pretends is, you can see we've been in this channel, ascending channel, for all this time, bouncing in and out. But we have now got that major, on the daily time frame, we've got that major inverse head and shoulders. The measured move out of there is up here at 148, 150,000 almost. That could be the top of the bull market. I have no idea. I don't have a crystal ball. Who knows? But we are on the march for that. What do we gotta see to get there? Well, what we will probably see is a retest of this breakout level, which would be a healthy move. I'd like to see this come back down and retest this $114,000 level. I mean, we may just blow through this and not come back, but there's also a CME gap here at the $114,000 level. Those CME gaps always seem to get filled. So I'm assuming we're going to see a retest of that $114,000 level. And what I would like to see to confirm this breakout is it go back up, and we're looking for a candle, a daily close above this candle right here. If we get a daily close above that candle, we should be off to the races. Now we're going to hit this resistance level here, this channel again. But then we likely, hopefully, should break through that, and we'll be looking to meet our measured move out of here at 148,000. Now, everybody's going to have this same technical analysis, so there's going to be sell orders sitting here at 146 or 45 or whatever. So you'll see a lot of selling going on there. But as far as what we're looking at, Bitcoin is looking amazing. So if you're ever interested in crypto, I'm just giving you a little insight to that. If you don't understand crypto at all, crypto was invented, and Bitcoin specifically was invented to circumvent the fiat system and get the government out of your money. Now the government wants back into your money by creating a digital currency. Digital currency and crypto are 100% different things. One's controlled by the government, and the other one's controlled by, well, the government's still getting their fingers in it, but it's peer-to-peer transactions, and the market deems what it's worth, and that's what's happening right now. So everybody right now is going, you're crazy, holy cow, how did it ever get to 118,000? And 5 years from now, you're going to be going, man, I wish I would have bought it at 118,000. Who knew it was going to be 500,000 to $1 million right now? And that's what's going to happen, and people are still going to think it's crazy. But anyway, I just wanted to show you the crypto. But back to our gold and silver, what we're watching here, gold, we're looking for gold to retest this all-time high and break through and move on up. I'd love to see that. Palladium, I told you the story there. We're just going to have to keep on this and see where it goes. I do not want to see a bunch of red dumping candles here. So you guys watch this with me. Thank you so much for the business you send me. I'm here for you. We're ready to send in your gold. I'll get you taken care of. Until then, you guys have a blessed evening, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.